a cheers to our friends across the pond for creating today's style. Brilliant! Hello, Governor. Let's go on holiday to Foggy, London town with a pint of porter.
And you can enjoy my beer in the morning or at night. I'm not here to judge.
Bob's your uncle. Let's get into it. So today, Jason, and you can probably guess by the ridiculous voice I was using, my beer comes from Fuller's, and it's called a London Porter because it comes from London.
Ah.
And that is because porters originate from London. They use, well, back then they used 100% brown malt, which they don't necessarily do anymore. And this is a modern take on that 19th century porter. So I thought, you know what? That would be a good kind of benchmark to start at. See what an original 19th century porter
I've got
would be
more
like.
than you.
Yeah, the problem with these imported beers is that they're not 12 ounces. They're pretty much 11, so.
Oh, fun factoid.
Yeah. Cheers!
Ah!
Foggy London town.
You know, Lucas, I'm not really sure what I want to say. Nothing really strikes me negatively or positively about it.
It's confusing you because it's foreign.
That has to be it.
I would say, just for me, straight off the bat, I definitely get some maltiness, a malty character. And that's really about it. It's very straightforward.
Well, let's score it, board it, and we'll come back with the next beer. Lucas, I've brought Morning Nightcap from Arcadia Ales. It is a coffee porter, so we're going down that road again. And it uses Big B, which is a local coffee house here in Michigan, our part of Michigan at least. And they have a special Papua New Guinea blend that was made specifically for this collaboration.
Interesting.
And how?
I've heard of Papua New Guinea coffee before, but I wonder why they made it specifically for this. Papau. Right away, you can smell the coffee. It smells like fresh brewed coffee.
Oh, yeah, you can.
And of course, you can taste it as well. Bit dark.
It's a bit nutty. Yeah, very much like coffee grounds, like another beer we've had on this show.
Either way, let's score it and board it. So as you can see, none of our beers today made the board, unfortunately. Fuller's London Porter missed by just this much, just barely missing the board, unfortunately. So Jason, speaking of Fuller's London Porter, what'd you think about it? I know you were struggling at first.
Yeah, and you know, and I think because I was struggling, I don't think it was a bad thing because what was nice about this, it's a nice base porter. You know, it doesn't have a fancy off flavor that overpowers it. You know, this is something that you can drink all the time if you like porters. You know, it's not a
Sure.
It doesn't have some wacky offshoot that makes it a little more experimental or something like that. So it was just a good go-to and it had a nice balanced flavor, I thought.
You know, and that's exactly why I picked it, because I wanted it to be kind of like a benchmark. All right, there's nothing crazy. This isn't somebody else's take on this. This is just a modern take on a classic. And I think that they hit that stride with this beer. And like you said, I think it definitely would be something that I could just buy a six-pack of and just drink every once in a while. What did you think about Arcadia Ale's Morning Nightcap?
Coffee. Wow. I mean,
Yeah.
It's just coffee. Unfortunately, I think that was a detriment to this beer because while I enjoyed that coffee, like that coffee ground in the aroma, taste-wise, it just didn't match up the same, and it was slightly off-putting for me, and it really overwhelmed all the flavor profile in this beer. It was just too much coffee, I think, in this case.
Yeah, I said in a recent episode that coffee can always bump a score up a little bit. And I think this is the one coffee beer that proved that wrong, because while it was extremely coffee flavorful, which is not, it can be nice if you put that on the label, that's what you want. It was a little bit too acidic for me, and I've talked about that before, where I need that balanced out. So here, very acidic coffee flavor that I personally didn't appreciate as well. So all that said, that makes Fuller's London Porter today's winner.
As always, thanks for watching Battle of the Beer. You can follow us on social media, on Twitter at BOTB_show, or you can find us on Facebook, just look up Battle of the Beer.
Hey, and if you see that little bell icon there, if you click on that, you're gonna get notified every time that we upload a video. So you should probably just click on it. Thanks for watching.